Hey guys, I'm back with another video, and I just could not wait to film this for you all. I was like, this weekend I gotta get it out. So recently, my foundation I've been currently using was just working, but not really working. I wasn't really liking the result as much as I used to, and then it dawned on me, sometimes you just got to change up the routine. So it's nothing uncommon during the summer months, especially for me. I live in South Florida where it's more humid, and I may need to kind of tweak my routine a little bit to suit to get me the best result and make my skin look absolutely fabulous. So you all know I've been using the Makeup Forever HD foundation. It's a liquid foundation, full coverage, and I've been using this for a while, probably since fall of last year. But recently, it still gave me a decent result, but the formula wasn't mixing with my skin chemistry and probably elements outside. So I was like, okay, it's just that time of year, I gotta change it up, and that's exactly what I did. Went down to the mothership, Sephora, and I've been doing research on Tarte makeup, T-A-R-T-E, these bad boys, and I kind of like I just kind of gravitated towards that brand, so I'm like, okay, I'll give it a good try. Went in, of course, tried it, liked it right immediately, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna pick this up today. So what I'll be bringing you is right now my summer foundation routine. So let's go ahead and get started. I'll do this as a talk through, not the usual voiceover. As you see, my hair is back, big head. Let's get started with our primer. I'm using a Tarte primer, and this is called Clean Slate Flawless. It's a 12-hour brightener primer, as you can see on the packaging. And then the next is the Amazonian Clay foundation. This does give you a full coverage, and this is in the color, honestly, deep. So they tried medium deep on me, and it still wasn't giving me the right color. Again, summertime, you're outside, more sun on your skin, and so of course it's going to affect that. So this is now my summer color. What I'll be applying it with today is a beauty blender. This is one of my two. They get a lot of use, and I dampen it. So it's a little damp. I kind of let it just kind of air dry. And the reason why you want to do this is so the sponge doesn't absorb so much of the product. First, we're going to do our primer. And this is kind of a new way I've learned to apply my foundation. So I'm taking this out on the back of my hand and just squeezing out pretty much about a dime size right there. I may add a little more. This primer is actually a luminous primer, which is it brightens, which I like, because right now, the past month, I had a crazy skin breakout. My skin was just not having it, so sometimes I get a little scarring, so this will help brighten up that pigmentation and also even out my skin tone. So now I have this on the back of my hand. I just use this as my mixing palette. I'm gonna mix my foundation right into my primer, so kind of giving it that all in one. So I squeeze out a pretty fair amount. So about that much. You can always start with just a little bit, and then if you need more for more coverage, keep building upon that. But I'm going to take that beauty blender, dab it around, mix it up, get it onto the beauty blender, and then bounce the foundation on my face. Okay, so I have one layer on. I really like this foundation because it gives me a very natural look. I'm going to go ahead and add just more of the foundation. I'm not going to mix any more with the primer. So again, I just squeeze it out on the back of my hand. And if you don't need as much coverage, you can always stop with that one, the one application. But me, I like a little fuller coverage just for my preference. So again, bounce this around and start applying it to your face. Okay, so I like kind of how I have it now. I'm pretty even. I'm going to go back in and correct some dark areas, like some of the places where I'm a little more, have more pigmentation. Again, I'm going to go back in with my same foundation. This time I'm using like a little like concealer brush, liquid foundation brush, however you want to call it, and add it to like my little problem areas. I'll even add some underneath my eyes just to brighten that area up a little bit. And just to get everything back great and even so we're ready to kind of go on with our day, go right back in with the same beauty blender and just get that final once over. Okay, so as you can see, I'm completely evened out now. Really great little application of this foundation. It goes on really easy, and that's what I like about it. Usually on a daily day basis, I do contouring. During the summertime, I do like to use a powder. And this, I used it in my last tutorial. If you haven't seen it, it was for a coral look. I will link it, annotate it in this video. This is just the NYX highlighting and contour powder. You can do, I show you the trick with the card. For some days I just don't feel like having it that chiseled of a look, so that today my contouring will be very freeform. And I just take a nice small powder brush, get the product on there, and start contouring. So just to give me a little glow on my contour, I take the same brush, load up product, and just go right over. I'll actually go back in and contour my jawline because I just realized I didn't. This concludes my updated foundation routine. I hope it was very helpful for you all today. Go ahead, and if you are having problems with your foundation, update it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Like I said, this bad boy goes in the refrigerator, can stay good until the climate changes back to where this was a great foundation for me. So far, I'm enjoying the Tarte products. I really like the texture on my skin. So if you haven't tried them out, go ahead down to your local Sephora, and because I always suggest Sephora because they give samples and you can try the product right there. Go ahead, try and find a great foundation for you. There's so many out there, and we're all different skin textures and chemistries. Something's out there for you, trust me. Don't give up. If you're just starting out with makeup, this is a great way to get used to the application. You'll love mixing the primer with your foundation because it kind of gives that BB cream tinted moisturizer type look to like feel on your face, where it's a very thin product and it's not so layered. So go ahead, experiment, have fun, have a great week. Talk to you soon. Bye.